I got a busy weekend planned. It's Friday. Fix myself up some potatoes and a steak, and then some steak bread. I absolutely love steak bread. That's just bread that's fried up, sourdough preferably, fried up in the drippings of the steak in the cast iron skillet. So yeah, let's get this thing started. I'm Sean in Alaska, and I'm gonna eat dinner first. Oh, good morning, little girl. You ready for breakfast? Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Move. Careful. Let's go. Come on, careful. Sit down. Good girl. Stay. Sit. Go ahead. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, God. 5 o'clock in the morning. I slept in today. I should check. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what I enjoy most, the smell of coffee, or the smell of coffee right after it's fresh ground. Okay. Put it up there. Here's this one. Chat, little girl. Careful. Oh. Oh, that fell. That's a molly piece. stretching it out. Smoke, especially some vibrant yolks. I bought some eggs at 3 Bears yesterday. Those things are crazy. Crazy yellow. Uh-oh. Dropped a piece on the floor again. Here comes the smoke. Okay, go lay down, little girl. No. Out. Good puppy. You eat breakfast before I do every morning. Every morning you get to eat before I do, and every night you get to eat before I do. Get your nose out of there. I don't think I need you coming over here. Let's do this. There we go. I don't mind you coming through and cleaning up after I'm done, but not while I'm eating. Let's see what's on YouTube. We've got the Bouge RV diesel heater going. Turned it on to take the edge off in the cabin this morning. It was a bit chilly. It's like 65 in here now. So between the heater, between the heater and the Buddy propane heater, stays nice in here. I don't want to get a fire going because I know I'm going to have to go to town first thing this morning. I'll get one going later on today. Go lay down. Go lay down. Don't look at me like you don't understand. Go lay down. Here, where's your lamb? Take your toy. We'll do this here. We'll take your toy and throw it over there. Thank you. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna eat breakfast. First sip of coffee. And either watch an audio or watch a YouTube video or listen to a bit of an audio book this morning. Get out of here. You don't come this close when we're eating. Just because we're on camera doesn't mean you get to freaking ham it up. Come on. Move. Heading to town real quick to pick up some water and some heat. That was one of the other things I needed. So heat's the yellow can fuel additive. I'm going to pick up 2, one for the truck because I just filled it up yesterday, and then one to have on hand for the generator, and I put like a little splash in every tank because for whatever reason it makes no difference up here. Seems like every gas station, every time you go get fuel, there's moisture in it. It's crazy. So yeah, I'll pick those up and I'll pick up some water. But more importantly, I wanted to share this with you. It is 9:09 a.m. right now. And we are a far cry away from where we were a couple of weeks ago. That's right, the sun is coming up. It is cloudy, it is overcast. We have snow in the forecast. We have a little bit of this fog / low cloud stuff going on. But the days are getting much longer. Much longer. I'm going to run the generator today and top off everything I have that's electronic in the cabin. So all the batteries will get all topped off, and both of the power stations will get topped off while I'm doing today's project. I'm going to wire some outlets. I want to put one underneath the front window. I want to put one underneath the window on the side, so that I have outlets on those two walls, over in that area. And then I want to put two underneath the where the TV monitor is, so that I can kind of clean up a lot of the electronic stuff that's going on underneath there. All of the outlets that I purchased have USB-A and USB-C plug-ins, so you'll be able to plug in via USB ports to the outlets themselves to just be able to, I think they're like 3 to 5 watt charging things, so that I can charge stuff like my Kindle and my phone, without having to plug in the power brick all the time. But yeah, I'm going to get those wired up today, and then I'm kind of leaning towards what I want to do on that front wall. Well, all the walls on the inside of the cabin. I think I got a pretty good plan for that. But we're not going to get started on any woodworking today. Today's all about electrical. That's what I'm doing. I'll take a little bit of fog and a little bit of snow over warm weather and rain on top of this, making more ice any day of the week. As I'm recording this, the lower 48 is colder than Alaska. We did hit 0, maybe just a little bit below 0 this morning, like maybe 2 below 0. But right now we are 6 above as I'm heading into town, and that's a lot warmer than Scotty at Scotty's Backyard Barbecue is in Wisconsin. We're warmer than you are today, Scotty. You laugh at me every year, brother. You laugh at my temperatures every year, but then as we start to get warmer, because the days start to get so much longer, geez, it's rough, exponentially here, and we start to warm up pretty quick, you guys get into your cold weather, and you're going to be fighting this until all through February, man. I'm sorry, not sorry. That's what I'm looking at. Looks a little brighter than it actually is, but yeah, I mean, I could turn off my headlights and everything and drive completely, drive completely well without headlights or anything right now. But I run my headlights 24/7 when I'm driving anyway. Well, he's whining because Yukon came up the driveway, and I wouldn't let her go out and play. So I got, get down, little girl. Hey. I picked up some boxes, and I went with this style of box because it's got a screw right here that you can adjust in and out, and I don't know how thick the wall is going to be yet. So this will allow me to bring the outlet out so that it's flush with the wall when I'm done, so then I don't have to measure it or guess it. So I got a double gang box for under the computer, and I got a couple of singles for under each one of the windows. I know. You wanted to play with him, but you can't play with him right now. And then the outlets that I picked up are these USB-A and USB-C built into the outlet, and these are 2 packs. They cost like $35 each, but it just makes more sense because, like the kids come up and they need to charge stuff up, and it's always USB stuff that they need to charge. So this will allow them to plug in and charge it. And then I just went ahead and got 4 because that's what I'm installing today is 4 outlets, and so I figured why not just make sure I have it on all of the outlets going forward. Like I said, they cost a little bit more than a regular outlet, but they're a lot more convenient for anything that you're going to need to connect. If you want to charge your phone or you want to charge an iPad or something like that, you could plug right into it. It'll be super easy that way. And then, of course, the 2 110 outlets. So I picked up 4 of these. I'll do 2 in this box, and I'll do 1 in each. And the reason why I'm doing 2 in this box is because over where the computer sits and the monitor and the television and all that, it'll allow me to plug in more, you know, like I could plug the TV in on a full-time basis and I don't have to worry about having to plug the power strip in. The other plan for today is to wire the outlet, or to wire the breaker box for not only this, but to pull directly off of the inverter. I'll show you where the connection is on that, because right now on a 2200 watt inverter, basically off of each leg, the most I can pull is like, I think 1100 watts. But by wiring it to where I'm going to wire it to, it's better for the entire system, as far as I'll be able to pull a full 2200 watts off of that, and get away from having to plug in and unplug stuff on a regular basis. So that's kind of my goal with where I'm headed here. That and having two outlets gets tough, huh, puppy? You always need to plug something in when you already have two things plugged in, and I don't want to do that. So that's the connection that I want to hardwire to, right here. And that will take it so that I don't have to use these outlets on the outside of the inverter anymore, unless I just want to plug something in. Super easy, super simple. And I've mentioned this before, but you see the frost on the outside of that vapor barrier. That's, the air doesn't circulate there, and it's the floor, which is like the coldest part of the cabin. So, you know, if moisture is going to stick to anything, it's going to stick to the coldest part. It's sticking to that vapor barrier right there. So I want to get that better sealed than I currently have it too. Hey, don't lick that. And then I need to fix that little part right there where Molly decided she was going to pull it off, so I can tape all that up. I did find my tape, so I didn't need to buy that today. So the first outlet is going to go right there underneath the window. The second outlet is going to go probably right there underneath that window. And that will cover that whole corner for any electrical needs that I need. And then the other two outlets are going to go, probably mount them a little bit higher, but they're going to go behind the where the computer desk is. So I'll have to slide that out to give me a chance to clean all that stuff up. So I already have the Romex pulled. Put this hat on, I can pull that off. I already have the Romex pulled through here, and then I'll run it back behind here, all the way down, and then I'll run it over for the outlets that are going to be probably maybe a foot below this tabletop, and then it'll make it easier to plug everything in and out. And then I'll drop it back down and run it lower for the other two outlets. This, when I do put the final piece up here, and I kind of already know what I want here. When I do put the final piece up there, I'll just notch it so that can fit. And then this will allow me to remove the extension cord that I have here too. I can finally pull that out once I get all this done. And this is kind of the last absolute step I need to do before I can do what I want to accomplish on that wall. I want to start closing that wall in. And like I said, when I was in the truck, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do there. I think it's going to look really nice when it's done. And I need to get these outlets wired before I start closing it in. I should have wired all my, I mean, honestly, right? I should have wired all my outlets before I even insulated or did the vapor barrier. But I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I was just trying to figure out how to get into the cabin as quick as I could because it was getting way too cold in the trailer. What you got there, little girl? Is you a good puppy? Are you a good puppy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good girl. So watch out, pups. Outlets need to be, according to code, they need to be 12 inches up. Anywhere from 12 to 16 inches up. So 16 inches to the middle of the outlet, or 12 inches to the bottom of that box, which would be perfect. And even though there's no codes here where I live, hey, freaking goofy dog, you goofy dog. I still want to do things as much to code as I possibly can. So this is the one I decided I'm going to do it on the side of. That means I'll just cut this here, stop, and then I'll just tape this back on when it's done. Get. Okay, I'm going to clean that up. Move. This was a section that was also very wet. I want to let this dry out before I put everything back together. Get out of there. Or better yet, I might just cut. Watch out, puppy. I might just cut straight across here, and then I can drop that down. Drop it down and fold it up when I'm done. I can always tape it up. I did a terrible job of taping this up. I'm going to find when I get back here. Oh, fine. I was kind of concerned that I'd find some black mold in here, but I didn't. Just some discoloration on the bottom of the paper here. All right. Then I need down to the next one. Because that one doesn't have any insulators on it, so it's a much thinner wire. Get over there. Electricians make this look so easy. There we go. Then I want the screw side pointing this way, just because that's what I want. Okay, so I'm at an impasse and I gotta go do laundry in the morning, so I'll be swinging by the orange store to pick up the correct box. So this is I believe this is just a single outlet for like your range, your refrigerator, or that draws a lot of amps, that requires a much bigger wire. And the reason why I believe that is because I can't get these two to go in side by side. I thought when I looked at it and I saw the screws on the top and the bottom that it was an actual double outlet, but it's not. With that said, more than likely I'm not going to use these underneath here, because I'm thinking about it now and I'm like, why am I going to waste USB ports for underneath the desk where I have a million USB ports and spots for a lot of USB to begin with. So I'm going to clean everything up here. I'm going to leave this all open for tonight. It'll get a little chilly, that's fine. I'll put the insulation in the electrical room so the dog doesn't eat it, because she likes to eat insulation. And then I'm going to have to get another box. I've already broken that one, so I haven't broken it. I've just broken the backs out so that I can get the wires through, so I'm not going to try and take that back to the orange store. I'll get that done tomorrow. So I'm at an impasse now. Darn it, I wanted to get this whole part done, and then I would have just been working on the wiring tomorrow over there. Oh, pretty girl. That's my money. That's my money. Okay, I'm not going to get frustrated anymore. I was frustrated enough trying to get those wires to stick together. I'm not an electrician. Hopefully those will zoom in good. So here's the brass on this side going to the brass on that side. Here's the silver or white leg going to the silver or white leg on that side, down over there. And if you didn't know it, I hope you can see it on here. It's kind of tough to see, but right down here at the bottom, it actually tells you how long you need to strip that wire back to be able to attach on these. And most of these outlets have that, except the USB ones didn't have it on the back. So I don't know, maybe I'll zoom in with my camera and see if I can't get it for you. But yeah, that's all ready to go, and now all I got to do is connect it to the yellow or to the Romex coming through the box. So okay, so see that right there, strip gauge? That's what I was talking about. So you just basically put your wire over there to see how long you need to strip it back, and that way you don't end up with excess getting, the insulation or the insulator getting stuck underneath there, so you get a better connection when it's done. So I'm right on the edge of where I should be right there, but as you can see, that one right there is out. That one right there is out, and that one right there is out. So yeah, we got it all where it needs to be. I'm going to need to trim this around the outlet. Get out of here. Hey, go. Go. Off of there. Come on, go. I know you want to be here by me, but you can't do that. We got to tape all this up. Move. Get back, get back, get back, get back. So my biggest freak out was after I got everything wired over there was, shoot, I don't know if I have any more of these. So when I took the cover off, I did in fact have another one, thank goodness. These are 20 amp breakers. So this is the wire coming over there. I'm going to go pull some from over on the other side. I think what I'll do is I'll just bring this one down from the top. It's kind of going to be what I have to do. And I also need to bring it through I need to also bring it through this beam over here, so I'm going to have to drill that too. We'll get that drilled out first, and then I might be drilled all the way through already. Then I'll pull this back through and bring it straight over, and then I'll drill it down through here so that it comes down in the middle of a wall, so it's not coming out in the middle of the ceiling. So we'll get that done first. Okay, so I actually had that pre-drilled, so apparently I was thinking about doing that before. Pull the wire down into here. I got it stripped back now, and then I need to, if you look at where these are at here, right, I've got one here, one here. The next one will be, I'll skip that one and I'll go to that one, because that's everything on this side. So unless I have 220 volts, both sides of this are not live. I only have one side that's live. And I could actually pull one of these wires, right? I could pull another, I could put a pigtail on there or do a jumper from this side to that side, but I don't need that many outlets yet. So that's not a big deal. I still have more room to go in the box before I need to get there. So hope that makes sense. So I'm not going to shock myself, I'm pretty sure, but just to be sure, I just disconnected the power from here, so that if I have anything that is an accidental oops, I won't have to worry about it. You know, I don't need any surprises. Don't need any surprises at all. All right, and then this, skip that one, this goes right on there. And then it goes one or the other. There, it goes down like that, and then it goes on. Okay, so this is still off. I'm gonna plug the rest of it in. I haven't got to the point where I'm going to rewire that. More than likely, I'm not going to rewire the power in yet, only because first I want to make sure everything works. So let's see if it works. So now I don't have anything going on. There's no plugs in, there's no power in any of those outlets. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll take the camera over and we'll test some outlets and see what we got. Is a power strip. And it's working. Cool, it's on. Very awesome. Okay, so that one works. Unplug it, check this one. That one works. Right, can you see the power strip right there? So that one's working fine. We'll unplug that, and we'll head on down and test these two, but I'm going to test these two with a USB cord. So I'll test it with a USB-C, which is right here. And a big USB-A right here, because that's my main concerns on those. Watch out, puppies. This is type C. It's charging. Nice. Nice. I figure if that's working, everything else has got to be working in there. Here's a type A. That's working too. Awesome, we got one more to check. Like I said, if these are working, this has got power to it, I'm fine. Get. Okay. There it is. Nice. Yep, we're good to go. We're golden. All of them are good. I just have to tape everything up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. It's frustrating for you, I know, because you can't help. You know why you can't help? Because you don't have thumbs. So that was kind of awesome. So it's the first time I've ever wired outlets in line like that, and for all of them to work, it makes me extremely, extremely happy. I still have to convert over the main breaker box, wire it directly into the inverter, and I think that I probably am not going to do that today. I want to get some stuff cleaned up around here. Laundry's done. I need to get that all put away, but that'll do it for this week. I'm Sean in Alaska. If I could do this, anybody could do this. Just stop, go slow, take your time, watch a couple of YouTube videos. That's what I did. You know, just use common sense, right? Like my cousin says, you know, water hits the wheel spins, you know, lights come on, effing magic. My cousin Bobby Battaglia posted that on my comment on my Facebook page when I said I was starting this. That's going to do it for this week. I'm Sean in Alaska. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Now I can start closing in this wall, because I'm not going to have an outlet on the other side of the door, so I can actually start doing the finishing touches on the inside, which is super awesome. Hey, are you trying to kill me? Is that what we're doing now? Are we trying to kill me? Are we trying to kill me, dog? Arrgh. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Come here, puppies. Oh, it's a good girl. It's a good girl. You want a cookie? Well, go get them. Where's the cookies at? Okay, I'll come over and get a cookie with you. Too old for this floor.